Welcome to the Defense and Aerospace Report. I'm Vago Muradian here at the Planes of Fame Air Museum in Chino, California, where Harry Geier has been so generous with his time, giving us a tour of this extraordinary collection. You know, it's like there is just continuous excitement because each one. There's a Volksjäger fighter. There's Charles Nungesser's airplane that when he came to America and was giving aerobatic performances, that's here. But this is another incredible treasure. Talk to us about this airplane because there are there are some real Zeros in museums, but certainly none of them are flying. Talk to us about the airplane behind you.
This is a A6M Zero. It is currently the only flying Japanese Zero in the world with its original engine in it. It was captured on Saipan, brought to America for testing, and was even flown by pilots such as Charles Lindbergh.
That's right, because he was still one of the nation's leading experts and actually flew combat missions in World War II illegally. He wasn't supposed to do that. Talk to us about the challenges of operating. I mean, again, we've talked about whether it's the Northrop or the Aerocomet or anything else you guys work on, but this is even more particular because it has a very, very unique engine. There aren't a lot of spare parts of it out there. How do you keep this airplane airworthy?
Mainly it's preventive maintenance. We treat everything, we don't run them too hard. We run them hard enough to, have everything function properly, but we don't over abuse them. We keep everything up to date and serviced and just try to keep everything going as long as we can on them. But no, there's not a whole lot of parts available.
And the big trick is actually flying them regularly, isn't it? That the worst thing that can happen is you just park them and don't fly them.
Well, we fly them, this gets flown 4 or 5 times a year probably, but to keep the oil in them, to keep everything maintained and ready to go for flight really does help them out. When they sit a long time, it just gets harder and harder to bring them to flight-worthy condition.
I think it's just awesome where every one of the halls we go into, there are oil pans and the smell of actually oil and high-octane aviation fuel all around us. It's really, and what do you recall what year this airplane was made? Because really and just on a side note, it was always said that the Zero was very, very lightweight, and actually when you tap on this airplane, you can really tell that it's very, very lightweight. But do you know what year this plane was built?
No, I know we captured it in '44. I would say it could have been built in '42 or '43. It's a later model Japanese Zero.
Right. It's just stunning to actually see one as a kid, having built models of it and seen one in the Air and Space Museum, but certainly not getting this close to it. Harry, thanks very much, and let's go to the next airplane.
All right, let's go.